And I'll start admitting.
Let's wait for some time, but yeah, people are leaving, they're coming and going.
Yeah.
So, not
But I'll start admitting at least. Yeah.
So we've got nobody yet?
Yeah, they're in the waiting room, Graham.
Ah.
you're starting? Okay, fine.
Hi, good evening. Welcome all. We're just waiting for other people to join in.
However, the sound is not audible. The sound is not audible, Malvika.
Let me know, Anne, if you can hear. Okay.
We start the
Yeah.
Available on the top right under
Audible?
the name menu. When
yes.
students start,
Okay,
the
let's just
system
start all over
quickly
again.
finds their level through an initial. Every teacher knows spelling is the foundation of language success.
Again, go on.
Designed for schools,
Is it okay?
tutoring centers,
Yeah.
and teachers who want results. With 45,000 plus words aligned to NCERT and global frameworks, it helps students progress from simple phonics to advanced vocabulary. What makes it unique? Adaptive learning that finds every student's level. Indian and English accent voicing for clarity. Real-time reports and printable worksheets that save teachers hours. And an engaging game-based approach that students love. Now, let's walk you through a quick tour of how Spelling Force works. I would like to take few minutes to show you how to set up classes and students in EdAlive Central. You'll need to do this if you've got a free trial for any of the EdAlive online learning titles, or you want to use those titles in your classroom day to day. On the sign-in screen, I need to enter my credentials. Now I'm in there, I need to add some students. It's very powerful and it ties together all of the EdAlive online learning titles. I recommend that you access the help information available on the top right under the name menu. When students start, the system quickly finds their level through an initial quiz. Words are then reinforced through engaging missions like X-ray emergency and major meltdown. For teachers, is tracked. Word by word progress, mastery tracking, and real time dashboards mean less admin, more teaching. With Spelling Force, teachers save time, students stay motivated, and schools see measurable results. Spelling Force, available now for schools and tutoring centers across India. Ask us today about a free trial.
Thank you so much for watching the entire video with us. Good evening and welcome to today's session. My name is Malobika. I have Graham, Ayan, and Vivek, part of my team. Graham is founder CEO for EdAlive. We will definitely take a couple of minutes to understand his experience over the next few minutes. So thank you so much. We will kickstart the session. We're just waiting for a few more participants to join in. Interim, we would love to know who you are, where are you from, and what exactly that you're expecting out of this particular session. Are you a reseller, you're a distributor, you're a teacher, you're a parent, and if you are looking for a specific outcome from this particular session this evening. A few ground rules. We will allow you to unmute. You can speak towards the later part of the call, wherein you can ask your questions, you can clarify your doubts, and we will love to take you through a small presentation for this evening for you to understand what exactly that we want to present and how and what is the intent of the entire team and how well we can plug in the gaps that you're looking in today's education. Just give me a moment here. And you have signed up, you have seen our advertisement, maybe on Facebook, maybe on Instagram, and you have signed up for this particular session this evening. This is hosted by Notroll Trainings. We're basically taking care of all the products and services which is typically aligned to the education sector in India. All of the products that what we present and we have on our plate are related to the Indian market. And we have customized and make it suitable for your understanding and obviously for the implementation purposes. Today, we will speak about EdAlive and Spelling Force being the hero of the entire platform. This is one of the product which has been, I would say a hot cake for us, which was very easy to sell and which was very, very easy to penetrate and accept at the parents and the students end. Now, today we are talking about a reseller perspective. I'm sure you understand who are resellers. So obviously you are connected to some schools, institutions, or maybe after school activity centers or coaching centers in some ways and forms, whether you are connected through books, whether you're connected through the services that you have to offer maybe ERP solutions, LMS, or any of the products that you are supplying to the schools. Now, couple of things that we wanted to talk about why this webinar. So obviously the schools are actively seeking digital literacy solutions. Over the period of time, and I'm sure everybody of you have witnessed that there is a lot of demand which is evolving over the period of time across pan-India, whether it is rural, whether it is urban, or you're belonging from a metro or a cosmopolitan city, wherein digital literacy is the need of the hour. Why spelling? I'm sure everybody of you who are a part of this call today have heard the word spelling bee competitions. It is one of the most popular competitions which is held across pan-India. Actually, it is something which has been cherished and I would say used across globe. It's huge, hold, I would say a credibility for the parents, for the students to be a part and some kind of a recognition that is given by the spelling bee platform. Parents expect a visible, measurable learning outcomes out of spelling. So in terms of academics, so not only the day-to-day, the learning that they are doing in their schools, it also helps them a lot of clarity, a lot of brain development activities, and obviously it helps to build in your cognitive skills too. Why Spelling Force is easy. It's a very, very simple product for you to sell. It's very easy to deploy. And the biggest factor of this evening is it holds a huge, huge high margin for all of you who are a part of this call today. We'll quickly run a poll for us to understand who you are so we can actually kind of, customize it based on that. So just give me a moment while I launch the poll. I would request all of you to participate actively and would love to know who you are and what exactly that you're looking as an outcome. So EdAlive Spelling Force, you're currently working with a school. The options are books, content distributor, you are a school consultant, you are an EdTech reseller, you're a tuition after school center operator, you're exploring education partnerships. I would love all of you to be actively participating on this poll. I see only 3 people so far, and we are running on an equal 1:1 for all of them. Thank you so much. Kindly participate for us so we can actually customize this entire program based on the outcome of the poll. We'll just give it a few more seconds. We have only 45%, 54% of participation so far. Most of the people who are joining in are school consultant. Very, very interesting. I would love to know towards the end of the call that what kind of a consultation that you give to the school and what kind of products which are in demand. So obviously we can, help in to bridge the gap. Okay, a few more seconds to go. All right, so we have most of the users who are a part of this meeting today are school consultants. There you go. Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to the next slide. I will brief you a little bit about what we have to, just a moment. Okay. Now, what is EdAlive? Stop sharing. I'm sorry, my computer is a little slow today. Okay. So EdAlive is an Australian company. It is based out of Australia, as it says. It's founded in 1987. It's almost 40 years, close to 40 years that the company has been running. I will ask Graham to obviously give a little bit of a background about the history, and it's very, very interesting for all of you to know what a long journey that we have come all this way. It has 30 plus years in school learning software. It is a trusted brand globally, especially for literacy and numeracy. These products are widely used in Australia, UK, and different parts of the world. We have launched and running successfully in India with IME, which is India Market Entry. So we are proud partners to EdAlive, and we have Graham today on the call, especially to meet you guys and give a little bit of insight of what EdAlive is all about. Graham, over to you.
Thanks, Malabika. Can you hear me? Is that coming through okay? Well, it's just wonderful to be part of what IME are doing in India. We're really enjoying working with them. But it's been a long road to this point here. I started out as a school teacher in 1978. I started teaching. I had a dozen years in classrooms, and I was part of the early part of education technology in the Australian market, using it in school classrooms. But then I quickly worked out that there was an opportunity to work with EdTech in Australian schools. And so we branched out and we built a company called EdAlive, and eventually that company started to publish. We published CDs, we sold them all around the world. We won a large number of awards, and we sold millions of our products very, very successfully. Since then we've transitioned to online learning, and our most successful product to date and our most comprehensive product to date is Spelling Force. We're very proud of it. It has a huge amount in it. It's, I think, the leading spelling product anywhere in anywhere in the world. There is nothing that is anything anywhere like it's comprehensive. And we've been privileged to work with IME, with Spellingforce, to actually produce an Indian version of it. So it's aligned with the NCERT standards, and it also has an Indian voicing with it, and other components like the DOLS list and the Fry 100, the Fry 1000 list, and so forth, that have been added, particularly for the Indian market. So I'm an educator first, I'm an education technologist second, I'm a businessman third, and a partner with IME. How's that for a start, Malabika?
That was fabulous, Graham. That was fabulous. Of course, we are really proud to have you today, part of this call. And obviously, it is just a cherry on the cake for us to have you. And definitely, if I get stuck somewhere, I would love for you to pitch in too. All right. Thank you so much, Graham. Thanks for that brief introduction. So we'll just resume with the presentation, and hope all of you can see my screen now. So what is Spellingforce? Few things that you have to understand before we proceed. We will definitely have a detailed, understanding of the platform, and a very, very short demonstration, because it's really, really vast to capture it in an hour of a time. And what we have seen from day one, and we're still improvising and evolving and adding a lot of customization to suit the Indian customers, or I would say Indian students. Now, what is Spellingforce? It is a fully automated game-based spelling and vocabulary platform designed for schools and learning centers. So if you're a school owner, if you are running a preschool, if you are running an after-school activity center, if you're a coaching center owner, any kind of an institution which is related to academics is something which this suits your need. This is designed for age group of 5 to 15. So typically from, say, senior KG to grade 9, 10 is something the students can use this completely. It has beginner to advanced learners. It is built for classroom, lab, and home usage. I will come back to the point, which is lab and how you can use it at the home. It definitely covers and exceeds the NCERT requirement. All of us, we know, who are part of this call today, what is that NCERT has to propose? What is it that they have their guidelines? So those things are absolutely mapped and aligned with the requirement. And to suit the Indian customers, we have it in an Indian and a British accent as well. So somebody who is finding it difficult to grasp the, say, a British accent or English accent, they can change and they can switch to an Indian accent for a better understanding. It has more than 45,000 structured words, and without even, it is just increasing day by day. It is just, we are adding up more and more words in the vocabulary. So you can use, and you have everything kind of predetermined there, and not using it something which is from outside. It has a phonics, which is complete, taking care of the early years. It has sight words, frequency, and topic lists. Fully adaptive and automated adaptive learning. And this is a very, very interesting thing for all of you to pay attention. This is one of the strongest USP that we have for Spellingforce, for that matter, for EdAlive platform, which is adaptive learning. Now, what is adaptive learning? Say, for example, if I am a student who is just struggling with the basics, the platform will land me to the basics level only. As on when I keep on improvising and working on my basic skills, it will automatically shift me to intermediate and then masters automatically. So somebody who wants to jump directly to the mastery, it is not possible. It's a gradual, slow progression, what you will see over the period of time, which is very, very important, especially for the students, and not skipping any of the gap. It is effective for the weak and advanced spellers too. So if you are somebody who is struggling with the spellings, with the basics one, and you're weak at it, it is effective at that case. If you're an advanced speller who are good with the vocabulary, who is confident, it's a very good platform to keep on practicing day in and day out. Now, why schools need Spellingforce? All of us know that English is something which is mandatory and very, very important for all of us to know. We coming from different regional backgrounds. English is something which we all aspire and want to make it more and more better with every passing day. How do we do that? From better reading, from vocabulary with a lot of, speaking skills, which happens over the period of time. And the vocabulary is something which always add on to the value of the gradual progression for you learning for any language for that matter, not on English. Now, in schools, what happens is the teachers are, I would say they're overwhelmed with their academics. They're already struggling with completion of the curriculum, target that they have to meet with internal examinations, with external examinations, and a lot of other preparations they're engaged with, wherein they really, really struggle to meet the basic school, I would say spelling required or vocabulary required, all these things they're struggling with. So in this case, Spelling Force works as a boon, as a blessing, wherein there is a lot of information which is already there, which is readily available to use, like a ready-made noodle. Now, teachers obviously struggle with mixed ability, manual correction, which is also, a pain wherein they have to give the question papers and again manually correcting them, and obviously student disengagement. When any student, for that matter, for any subject, if they're not confident, they feel disengaged. They do not feel the connectivity between, bridging the gap here. What school needs is, all we know that they need a structured progression. They need measurable outcomes to showcase it to the parents, and obviously with minimal teacher effort, wherein the outcomes are way better in terms of the effort that they're putting in there. Now, what is adaptive learning? I already explained you in brief a while ago. Again, I'll go through the detailed one, which is students are auto-leveled on entry. So regardless of whatever background that you're coming to, you would be auto-leveled as on when you start playing and engaging yourself in the game. Difficulty adjust continuously. No words are too easy or too hard. Progression only after mastery. Removes the guesswork for the teachers. So obviously, we want the teachers to be stress-free and focusing on the academics, what they're meant to be. And for resellers, the biggest advantage is you do not have to get into the loop of teacher training, because this is a really, I would say, painful affair when it comes to the teacher training, imparting and telling them what has to be done, because it's a very simple platform. A kid can actually navigate, a kid can actually, play around. It's a very user-friendly interface. Obviously, once you actually introduce and you start doing it yourself, you have much more confidence in that. Now, what we have is a game-based learning, which is equals to, of course, a high engagement here. So Spelling Force uses 4 interactive spelling modes. One is a quiz mode, look, listen, and learn, practice mode, mission-based spelling games, and each of these targets are differently styled to keeping the student engaged and keep on practicing more and more. I will showcase it to you in a glimpse in a later part of the call. Now, coming to the teachers and school benefits. Now, this is something which it's a highlighter, or I would say it's a selling point for you, which is an automated assessments and reports. Word by word performance tracking. There are tons of printable worksheets. So even if you want to go digital, or if you want to go phygital, wherein you want to give a physical which is aligned to a particular chapter, particular book, particular method of teaching, that is also possible. It obviously reduces the correction workload. And if you're not giving the printable one, if you're using the digital method, it's an autocorrect wherein it helps to, kind of reduce the stress load on the teachers. It fits seamlessly into the English periods and English lab concepts, which is very, I would say, popular and trending word across Pan-India. This is why school adopts quickly. Coming to admin and IT friendly part. This is again something which is a challenge, which is a hurdle when you actually reach out to the school and say, hey, I have a digital product. The admin will say, no, we don't want to. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of, kind of monitoring. There are a lot of things that has to be done. And obviously they do not want to spend anything extra additional on implementation into the LMS or a ERP for that matter. Now, this is a platform. It's a web-based. So as soon as you just log in, you are done. There is no additional work that has to be done. It's very, I would say, IT friendly, wherein it's a single sign-on via EdAlive Central. Will step-by-step processes also given there, and it is suitable and compatible with Windows, Macs, Chromebooks, tablets, modern browsers, and no installation required. So as soon as you just log in, you just can put an edalive.com, you're done. It is that simple. Now, why it is very important for the resellers? What is it the Spelling Force holds in for you? First is a zero inventory. I was talking to one gentleman the other day, and he said that, I am switching from physical books to digital models because the inventory, the warehousing seems to be a little challenging and pretty expensive these days. So, hey, guess what? There is no inventory challenges in here. It is there. You just have to create the account and you're done and dusted there. There's no logistics, no returns. It's annual subscription model. Once you sign up, once the onboarding is done, you're sorted for an entire year. There's a clear academic value that you can showcase it to the parents and schools and obviously the administrators who are working on this. It's very, very easy demonstration. It's a very, very easy way and through the navigation of the platform. And of course, it's the trial version is also available for that. High repeat and upsell potential, and these are the USPs, these are the selling pointers for the resellers or also the education consultants who are a part of the call today. Now, coming to the demonstration of the platform, I will not get into the detail of it. I'll just give you a small tour to this platform because it's really, really vast as we mentioned. Just a moment while I just switch on here. Okay. Just a moment. Please feel free to park your questions, or if you want to put in the chat, keep on texting just in case if you forget in the later part of the call. Right, so I'm on EdAlive.com. This is the page. This is the actual website, which has all other products listed in here. So apart from Spelling Force, we do have Word Rocks, we have Bagging the Dragon, we have Typing Tournament, Volcanic Panic Success, and Math Invaders. So spelling being, today's topic, and it is always the hero in India, especially wherein people want to learn spelling and increase their, vocabulary, and of course, work on their English skills as well. So I am logged in. I am logged in as an administrator. So I would be able to showcase only the administrative part of it. I won't be unfortunately able to showcase how typically students' view looks like, but I will give you an overall, idea of how typically it's going to work. Now, I will log in as a school management. A school management will have access to every class. Every class can have, say, for example, if it's class 1, we have sections in India. So you can have the, subsections added in here. And the teachers can actually upload the list of, students. They have to just use it in a CVS format and upload it. So there is no manual work that you have to do. You can add your classes, you can remove your students. So all the flexibility of managing the school is on your tip of your finger. It's that simple. That's easy. So for this is a demonstrative account. So I've just added in a few classes for showcasing how typically it looks like. So I've just added, say, class 1A. Now I'll just give you a quick demo of how simple it is to add. Say we have Shankar today joining in. So I'll just kind of put in Shankar as one of the student, and I'll put as a last name as M, and I'll just click on create, and I'm done. It's just that simple. I have added the first name, last name. I have the username already. We have the password as well. So now I can say under this class code, under class 1A, I have added a student, and then I can assign task work accordingly. I can do every possible amendments which is required based on the book, based on the class, based on the actual academic or curriculum that you're following at your respective school. Now coming to the Spelling Force, which is the topic of the discussion this evening. Now, Spelling Force has 4 games that is there. Now, what you're seeing is administrative portal, not the student, just to reiterating it. Now we can go ahead and we can change what exactly that I want to. These are pre-built, these are already there as, difficult words, dodge frequency, and tons of information which has already been uploaded from the backend. If you see here, for an example, Marigold is a very popular book which is across used pan-India, NCRT based. We uploaded the poems and the stories which are actually part of the book. So if I want, say, for example, let me just choose, say, Lalu and Pilu. I want kids to practice all the spellings which is aligned here under Lalu and Pilu. And it will just give me the list of spellings. If I want to prepare the students for a particular chapter or a particular topic that I have taught, I can upload it under my custom spelling list, and I can add into and refer it to the prospective the student. For that matter, I can choose a student, I can choose an entire class, I can choose an entire group of people whom I'm expecting them to practice. Now I've selected the story 3, which is Lalo and Pilo. I've selected the spelling list here. Now, if you see, it says book Marigold 1, Unit 3 story, Lalo and Pilo. So it's affected, and immediately I can start my missions according to this. Now, these are the missions that has been created, which is Extra Emergency, Major Meltdown, Magno Beamer, and Launchpad Panic. Now, all the I would say the missions would be aligned to this particular story. Kids are playing, these kids are actually learning. They don't even realize that they're learning because it is aligned to the game, and it's a gamified method of practicing. Okay. I will not get into the game. We can make the changes of the challenge mode. I can make all the changes in here. And a couple of other things you can select as, the accent, how you want to see. If it's you want an English accent, you want an Indian accent, you can do that. Coming back to the worksheets, you can choose the content of the worksheet which you want to do. So for example, we were sticking to NCRT book 1, Marigold, and Lalu and Pilu was the chapter. So if I select the word list, boom, I have the list in front of me. If you want, after you practice it in the lab, they can come back, they can use the worksheet. You can give a physical copy, you can give a digital copy, how you want it to be. You can actually give, show answers. So it has all the answers in here. If you want to hide the answers, so be it. You can print it. If you see on my right hand side, it has a print option. So you can give the physical copies for the students to go home and practice too. Coming back to other features of Spelling Force, apart from worksheets, apart from missions, we have quiz. There are a lot of quiz which has been designed, which is absolutely kind of, fed in the system based on, if you see NCRT Book 1 Marigold, Unit 3 Lalu and Pilo, again, that we are going to continue.
Red.
Here.
The ball is red. Red.
So I'm just, the one I have learned, I'm just trying to.
Hen. The hen
Here
lays
is,
eggs.
see,
Hen.
kids can actually learn and how to pronounce. Everything has been taken care of. So the next word is hen.
Soft. The pillow was soft under my head.
Let
Soft.
me just misspell it and see what it says. It gives the correct answer as well, wherein the kids can see what was that they did mistake and they can go ahead. I can select as too hard option here, and there's a lot of music which I have currently paused just because I'm speaking, you won't be able to hear, so it won't be audible enough. So I just kind of put it on silent. So there is a lot of music, there is a lot of, I would say, the traction, and the idea is to gauge the students on the particular topic that they're going to rehearse today. Now, apart from that, the last not the least, which is look, listen, and learn. You can actually look,
largest animal
you can
in the
listen,
world.
and you can learn. So it is taking care of your all LSR. Obviously, W, you can write it, and it's taking care of all. Yeah. Hope everybody's aligned. So far, so good. Coming back to the platform with the demonstration here. We can continue. Just a moment. So obviously, if you are looking for a detailed walkthrough of the platform, we would love to connect with you on an individual call, cater to all your questions that you have. And then because it's not an easy task to complete it. And just before I forget, you can go on EdAlive.com anytime, sign up there for a 7 days free trial to experience it here by yourself. And remember to sign up as a tutor, which gives you an access to all the platform for 7 days, and you can experience it by yourself. If you have a child at home, ask them to log in and also use it. You'll get a real-time feedback in there. Coming back to the pricing, which is very, very important, which is the actual price of the license is 565 rupees per student per year, inclusive. And if you are a reseller and you're looking for a discounted price, it comes to 283 rupees per student per license per year. So the news is you're making a margin of 316 rupees, and that is just a tentative figure. If you are looking to, kind of increase the number, if you are giving a bundled offer to the school, that is completely up to your discretion how you want to bundle it and offer it to the school. So it's a digital product. So there is no operational overhead which is attached to it. This is the simple pricing. It's a very simple, clean, neat for you to understand and implement in the school. What you get as a reseller support from us is obviously the product and the sales training, the demo and the trial setup of the school, proposal customize based on your requirement, how you want to showcase it to the school and the institutions. We'll help you with the marketing collaterals with all your branding. We can customize based on your company that you are working for or the company that you're representing. We'll take care of the teachers onboarding support as well. And it's an ongoing partner success management. When I say ongoing partner success management, I really mean it because we want to make sure that if you are successful, it is directly correlating to my success. So it's a win-win situation for both. How typically a journey works for you is that you submit the reseller interest, which we'll share it in a while. Obviously, you have introductory call with India Market Entry team for you to understand your duties, your responsibilities, what your expectations are, and how you want us to support and the ways and means. Products and sales training is also part of that. Then we have the minimum order that you have to purchase, the minimum order of quantity that you have to place is minimum 200 license. Then starts the school outreach. So you can actively start reaching out to the school in your vicinity. If you're working pan-India, that's completely up to your call. And then you can set up the demos and trial. But if you are stuck, if you think that there is a demo which is set up at the school and you're not really sure how you should actually present it, if it's a digital demonstration, we would be part of it. We love to help you in this. And also if it's a physical presentation that you're offering, if we have our representative available in that area, they will also join in. And then post, it's a pay order, the payment and the license activations. And obviously it's an ongoing sales support, which is a long-term relationship that we are looking at. Now I request you, all of you, as in the part of the next step to register. So the link would be on the chat. My colleague Ayan will just paste the link wherein you can click on that. Or if you want, you can use the scanner code and register your query, sign up for more information, and obviously you get access to the demo and the sales kit and a candid conversation that you can have with me, my entire team, to understand how you can place it in terms of pitching it to the market, in terms of pitching it to the schools. I'll give it a minute while you actually scan the code and fill in the form. And I hope the link is in the chat box.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, thanks, Ayan. All right, then you can use the link, and now we open the platform for the question and answers. Please feel free to ask as many questions that you have. We already have Graham who can give you all the answers related to the platform, the technicality of it, the implementation part of it, and in terms of the pricing and other things. I would love to help you with this. Thank you so much for being a very, very patient listener to all of you. I'll wait for the questions. You can unmute yourself. You can obviously turn on your video. And also, if you would like to type in your questions in the chat box, please do so. Just a moment. I have just updated the option for unmuting yourself. All right, so can I have Sanya, Suraj, Neha, Indu, Oppo, CH, I'm not sure what's your name. If you have any questions, please type in the chat. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask what is it that we have for you in store today. Thanks for your question, Sania. No, we do not provide any participation certificate in there today. It's like a product demonstration. But of course, the students, after they complete their spelling, the competitions, etc., they definitely, it is followed by a certificate. Please type in your questions in here. While a couple of questions that I get to hear from a lot of resellers and distributors that we connect on every day is how do people or how do school will approve a digital product? So we call it, I understand that's being a challenge at certain part of India wherein there is a lot of, I would say, reservations or people are a little conservative of having some kind of a digital product. But when it is aligned to the academics, when it is aligned to NCERT, there's no questions. Now, also the students get to practice it at the home, parallelly along with the school. If you want to introduce it as a school lab or as a English lab promotions, that's also doable. If you want to kind of if you're running a coaching center, you can have these classes running and you're completing a particular lesson plan in the classes, and the students can go back and practice on the same timelines. Graham, would you like to add in something in there?
Oh, okay. I think one of the most important issues is that if teachers have spelling lists of their own, they can actually add them into the system. So I think there's 45,000 words in the system. There are 18,000 pre-made lists in there of 10 words each. And in addition to that, if that's not sufficient and a teacher has a list that they want to add themselves, then they can do that, save them, and then use those lists with their students as well.
I think the customization and teachers having the access to build a customized list is a blessing. That's one of the best feature. It's my favorite feature actually, because earlier I was not very sure how to do that, but once I learned it, I think it's really, really helpful. My kids love it. My kids love it. They're doing a chapter and I just kind of uploaded the similar kind of spellings and they're playing and, playing song and still learning and, interactive. I think the games are very, very, I would say student centric, wherein it, gets all that traction in there and they love it. So it's I would say one of the best product that what we have on EdAlive at the moment, apart from Math Invaders, and of course others are good too. But spelling is something which is always in the Indian parents, and I'm an Indian parent. I always want my kids to learn more and more spellings and improve on their vocabulary part. We're still open for the questions. If you have any, please feel free to unmute yourself. I have made the changes on the administrator. If you're uncomfortable, you can type in your questions and let me know if you have any questions that we would love to answer today. So my teacher is to say that if there are no questions, either you have done a very good job or you have done a very bad job wherein people didn't understand a word. So I'll go with the first one, that I have done a good job wherein people should have questions. So I'm still waiting up for the questions if you have any. Great. Thank you so much, Sania. That is a motivation. Link for certificate for attending this webinar. Unfortunately, no, there is no certificate followed by webinar. This is a training session, a demonstration session of the platform. Unfortunately, there is no participation certificate. I'm really sorry about that, Sania. But thank you so much. At least one question came in. Thank you so much. Concept is great. Want to know more in details for Indian kids. All right. Can I have your name? Oppo CPH2269. Subodh. Thank you, Subodh, for that question. I think what you said is absolutely correct. The concept is really, really great. And obviously, if you want to know how it is aligned on an Indian perspective to the Indian students, we'd love you to take, a platform demonstration step by step for you to see how you can align. You can unmute yourself and tell us who you are and what kind of students or the target audience that you're working with currently, and how we can help you to customize as well. If you're, of course, comfortable to unmute yourself. So a couple of things. Yeah, Subodh, please go on.
Actually, I am into the education department and I am into the admission counseling.
Okay.
And right now, I'm currently associate with the institute who is into the UPSC preparation for the kids.
Okay.
And they have studied a concept from an early age, from 5th to 12th standard, they are preparing for the UPSC preparation.
That's really nice. I mean, at age, I mean, class 5 onwards.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And I was into the segments of preschools as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Before that, I had a startup, but I had to close it down for some startup funding as well. So, so
Right.
when I came to the parents, because right now I'm associated with so many parents, then I got to know about that they don't have communication skill. That means students are really struggling with the communication skills, basically in English.
That's completely, that's absolutely correct, Subodh. So where are you from, Subodh? Which part of India?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. Okay. See, I mean, Delhi being a metro city, there are a lot of options in there. But in terms of structuring, especially aligning with the academics, has been challenged for most of the tech platforms. What we have done and how we are different from others, that we have synced into the NCERT process, wherein it can map into the students who are in the CBSE schools. Also, if the school, if the centers who are kind of taking care of the UPSC program, and they are kind of preparing their children there. So that is aligned to that. What we'll do is, Subodh, you can drop in, you can link on click on the interest form. I'll connect you on one-on-one basis and walk you through the platform to understand how you can implement it. So you're looking at to start only in that particular institution, or you're looking to reach out to the schools as well?
No, actually, I just want to reach out to the schools, but in Delhi, it is very difficult to reach out to the schools because
It
they
is.
won't allow. Yeah, this is what I know. So, but there are other parts of India, they will definitely welcome if the concept is great. Seriously.
True, true. Absolutely. We can help you with the ways and means how you can penetrate. But I mean, are you currently working with any of the schools in Delhi?
Right now, I'm not associated with these schools because previously I had visited with the different concept. So it is very difficult for me to reach out to schools, but I am associated with so many principal as well.
Perfect, perfect. This is the correct set of target audience that you're associated with, and I think this is the best way of leveraging those contacts in there. Please do drop in your phone number in the text. I'll reach out to you, or you can also fill out the form wherein I can have a personalized chat to understand how we can modify and align it with your perspective, and also obviously based on your requirement. We can help you with that. No worries.
And are you saying that you want to use it with year 5 students upwards? Is that right?
That's right.
Well, there's an enormous amount of material in there for it that'll challenge any year 5 student. If they're struggling, then it can work with the students at a lower level. But I haven't found an adult yet who can actually max out the system. So it can go right through really to university level. The content there is so vast.
Okay, okay. Hope so that helps and motivates you.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you so much. Anything else that would you like me to answer or Graham to answer for you this evening?
No, actually, whatever you have gone through, it's just like a quick session. It means that within 10 minutes, it's very difficult for me to understand
Of
what the
course.
concept is all about.
Of course, of course. I completely agree with you because see, the platform, EdAlive platform, it has 6 applications. It's really, really vast to cover it in a particular session. So we have shortlisted, Spelling Force being one of the product, which is again need of the hour. A lot of students and parents to aspire to associate with any kind of a spelling practicing platform, which is of course much more adaptability is something which is makes it different or stands out in the crowd. So I mean, we have designed it the way that wherein people get a glimpse of what is it in for you, how you can actually map it with the school. So it's a reseller perspective that we have designed. And we do have, free trials also for you to personally experience the platform, for you to understand how you can place it when you're reaching out to the schools and principals. And obviously, followed by a personalized call that we will have post this session. I'll connect you on WhatsApp, I'll connect you over a call, and then we can help you to understand how we can, collaborate together.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Subodh. I hope you have filled out the form.
Yes, yes.
Thanks a ton. Thanks a ton. All right, then I think we can call it up for the evening. Thank you so much, Subodh, for being a part of this, and thank you everyone for making it. I won't say not of less of an interactive session, more of a, I would say, a session which was giving an insight to what EdAlive has to hold and offer to you this evening. So thank you so much for everybody putting all the hard work and being here and part of the call today this evening. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.